pay-per-view.
That was fun.
He'll blow up a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
For sure.
So,
Look how good he
huge
looked
star.
against Bisping.
Look great.
Phenomenal.
He's in
Stand-up
LA
looks
right now
phenomenal.
training with Freddie.
Is
and
he?
they said he's real thin too, looking at a 55 fight.
Wow.
And even though Khabib does stand a lot and play on his feet a lot, his main objective is to take a motherfucker down.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Khabib?
Take
Let me
him
ask
out.
you this.
But
Why
he
do
will
you-
fuck around and throw some strikes.
Why
right?
are they still talking about a Floyd Mayweather fight?
It's embarrassing. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
He was just talking about
I
it.
know. He goes, I have 3 fights left if it's up to me. It's Tony, GSP, and
Floyd
fucking
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. When I hear that, I want to throw up.
But what do you think? He just wants all that giant
just
paycheck?
money and get the fuck out.
Well, do you think he thinks he can beat him because he's such a savage?
Yeah, they do.
He
they
might
think he can.
beat him.
Like, they don't think Floyd can knock him out.
Whoa.
They're in for a rude awakening.
Well, he could certainly batter you.
Man, maybe he lasts all 12, but he'll get battered
It's
the fuck
awful.
up.
It'll be awful.
Yeah, but Khabib, I mean, it's
If
a
it's
great
only
payday.
boxing,
you know
it's
what?
gonna
Get
be
paid,
awful.
Khabib. If that's what you want to do, get paid, dude. I'd much rather see him fight GSP.
Yeah, me too. But I don't think it's. I mean, it's a terrible move for him to fight Floyd. Floyd would just look. Floyd is the best boxer, maybe of our era, maybe of all time. I mean, he's undefeated.
Here's the problem. The UFC let Conor do that once. Now
Yeah.
he's Conor. We can barely get him to fight. He's worth $100 jagillion.
Right.
And they're like, dude, please fight. He's like, nah, I make so much money off whiskey and this.
Yeah.
I'll fight when I'm ready. They're not going to let that ever. You're never going to see that again.
What?
I don't
They
think you're
made
ever gonna see
money-
that.
You're crazy. They made
It's
money
going
off
to keep
that too.
happening. It's going to keep
gonna
happening.
happen as
disagree.
much as it
It's
can.
going to happen
I
more
disagree.
than ever now. Now that the Fertittas don't own the UFC, and now like this corporation owns it. Now everyone is
Now while
thinking about
Dana's at
themselves.
the helm. No way.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
I'm saying that Conor has so much leverage now where it's not a good thing.
So you think they're
in
going to
cahoots
not
with him.
make someone a giant star who could be a giant star because they're worried that person's going to have leverage?
No, they'll make him a giant star in the UFC. They're not going to let him jump over and do a co-promotion with Floyd Mayweather again.
Maybe put that in
Listen,
the
And
contract.
if you
First
think
of
they
all-
keep doing it, who else would they do it with?
That's the better question. Here's the thing. If they had another Conor, they'd do it the same way. It's the way to make money. It's a smart way to make money. It was a fun fight. We watched it. We got to see. It's an education. It's an education for people that appreciate martial arts because you really got to understand what a world-class, top of the food chain, maybe the best of all time boxer does to an MMA fighter.
And you think we're going to pay for it? The general audience
that's
can
not what
keep
I'm
paying
saying.
for that.
I'm not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was
gig
good.
is up.
It was good for the sport. And if someone comes along that's different, someone comes along, it's not Floyd, it's someone else, and the same situation arises again, and there's another opportunity to make a shitload of money, they're going to do it again. How many
I
times
don't
can you
think
do
we
it
see
with
it a lot.
Floyd? Floyd's 40 years old. He probably doesn't want to do it that many more times. The only thing that would fuck Floyd up is his extravagant spending.
Isn't it a bad look for MMA too? So let's say Floyd's 27 at this point, and he's one of the greatest. And we go, here's Conor, smokes him. Here's
Right.
Khabib, smokes him. Here's Stylebender, smokes him. At what point is UFC like, this is a bad look, man? Our guy's getting fucking torched.
It depends on whether or not it's obvious that they had no chance. Like with Conor, the interesting thing is, like, he landed a couple of shots,
Good uppercut.
and you go, okay, if this guy could take this guy down, or even just kick his legs, if Conor could just kick his legs, it would be a wash. And it's interesting to watch someone even fail against someone who's way better at their sport. The real question is, are you ever going to see a world-class boxer? By the time we saw James Toney, he had been like really late in the game. When Vince Phillips fought Masato in K1, he was late in the game. They were on their way out looking for money, right?
Afterthoughts. yeah.
Right, afterthoughts. For the most part. Do you ever think you're going to see like a Crawford step into MMA, a Lomachenko step into MMA in their prime?
I don't think so. Why would you? They're
Lomachenko
making
wrestled.
so much money.
I know.
They're
Anything
making
could
so
happen.
because
Yeah.
if they're at that level, they're making so much money. And why would you risk going
Yeah.
into the UFC?
Think about in 50 years how awesome that a poster is going to be of Conor and Floyd. Fucking
Yeah.
think about
Epic.
how
Epic.
you're
I
going to
love
frame
that.
that
I
shit.
love
You're
it.
going to be 90 and it's going to be framed in
And
your
I
living
have
room.
that shit. I have the
It'd be
official
like
one.
Joe Louis, Max Schmeling.
Yeah,
Right?
or
Amazing kind of
Muhammad
thing.
Ali Inoki.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Can you imagine having that poster in your living room?
You
See,
ever
I-
watched that?
See, I'm all good on that. See, I saw that. It was a great spectacle. I love being part of it, love watching it. I'm glad it killed the pay-per-views. I'm out, man. If someone else does it, it's not as fun, I don't
What are you
think.
talking about? So if someone else comes along,
So you're
and
telling me
the
you
same person
with
wants
Khabib
to
and
fight
Conor. Or I'm saying Khabib and Floyd. You'd be
I would
like,
love
you
that.
fuck
You're
yeah.
not gonna watch awesome.
Well, you're talking a degenerate. I watch
Yes.
women fuck in their underwear beat
Well,
each
then
other.
you like it.
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
You like
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm saying the masses I don't think are.
Don't worry about the masses.
I don't think you're right.
Well, that's what the UFC worries
I think many more people. If Khabib stepped in and tried to fight Floyd right now, if they set it up in 2 months, I guarantee you it would sell at least 1 million pay-per-view
it does better
buys.
than Conor.
And
Floyd.
you would like it.
Really?
You would watch
No, I'm
it and
saying,
like
do you
it.
think it does?
No,
I don't think
no.
that's close.
I said 1 million. I said it does 1 million.
Dude, Khabib,
Floyd
Floyd
could fight
Mayweather would be
fucking
huge.
Jamie for a
That
million.
would be fucking huge.
Do you think it would do 1 million pay-per-views
Are
or
you
more?
kidding?
Or more?
Something like that.
Well, here's the thing.
It would be
They
profitable.
do 1 million. It's Floyd. He doesn't miss.
When who was Floyd's last fight? Was it Pacquiao and then Tim Bradley? Fought Pacquiao, then Tim Bradley, and then retired, right? And Pacquiao got the most pay-per-view numbers ever. But then Tim Bradley, if I'm correct, only got a few 100,000, like 300,000
Yeah, that's a
pay-per-view
bad
buys.
fight. Yeah.
Wasn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So
It didn't
then
do well.
afterwards, he fights Conor and he gets like 2 million, whatever the fuck it was, a giant pay-per-view sale.
Andre Berto.
Andre Berto.
Andre
Thank
Berto,
you,
that's
thank you.
right.
So he fought my apologies, Tim Bradley. So then he fights Andre Berto. That only gets 350,000 or something like that pay-per-view buys. Then he fights Conor, and it's millions of pay-per-views. If he fought Khabib, it would still be better than fighting any of those other guys.
Agree 100%.
Like Bradley, say if he had a fight with Bradley, or say if
No one's tuning in.
No,
Well,
it's not going to be that
Manny
many.
Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather is probably going to get that again.
That's a big one. That's a big one, especially Manny Pacquiao now after he beat Broner, after he
Looked
knocked
good.
out that Australian dude.
He looked good.
He looked very. Jeff
He
Horn.
lost to the Australian guy. He
How
lost
old
to him.
is Pacquiao?
Oh, that's right.
Beat
Who did he-
Matisse
who did
and
he
then
knock Matisse.
and then
That's
and
right.
then
He knocked out Matisse.
Yeah,
How
knocked
old
out
is
Matisse.
Pacquiao?
40.
40.
40.
Okay, he's still good.
Yeah.